And what's going on, everybody? We are back again. I am the man who is incredibly slow at editing his profile, Black Vegas. And here is the greatest promo in the history of all promos, CardiacSoul. How are you doing, sir?
We both know I'm just a spot monkey, so let's not do that. But otherwise, doing all right. Somebody was super excited, so we hopped back on after recording just earlier today.
Yeah, well, entertaining news is getting, kind of spicy right now. And I've always wanted to do more entertainment stuff on this channel for you guys. And now, I just saw your name. God damn it, you fucking New Japan Mark.
He's a legend. Come on.
Yes, he is a legend. I can't lie. But yeah, we're gonna do more entertainment stuff on this channel. I promise. Got a hell of a lot of entertainment today if you like wrestling. So much so that you got me recording a wrestling thing again because I used to do a wrestling podcast. Haven't done it for years. Shout out to Peter Mano, my partner for that. It was great. Staying up till 4 a.m. to connect with someone in Australia to talk about wrestling. That was a blast. It was, and I'm not being facetious. I'm serious. We used to have a blast doing that. But I'll be quite honest. I've been not that big into wrestling in recent years because I just think that a lot of the choices that they've been making have just been, kind of lame. Everybody got excited when AEW came in, and I remember telling you that to me, after watching it for a little while, it just seemed like WWE light. To which I feel like I'm justified with all the WWE people that now pretty much are the dominant force. And then you got fucking Jericho doing his sports entertainment bit now, just making things worse. God, he needs to retire. But I got a bit of hope, and I'm gonna dash my own hope because MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, one of the rising stars in wrestling, just cut a promo that, good Lord, I've not heard a promo that good in a long time. I'll let you explain it because you actually watched it live, right?
Yep. Was watching it live. Comes out on Wednesdays. AEW Dynamite. I'm not sure why I started doing a plug. Maybe I'm on the
Tony
I'm on
needs
same
all
money.
the positive reinforcement he can get right now.
He's sending me secret checks. Yeah, I watched it. So I guess just as a precursor, for those who haven't been paying attention to the social media issue around that, there's been a lot of rumors / dirt sheet reporting that MJF has been unhappy with his current situation. Speculation is that it's mostly a money thing, that he's not getting his paid as much as he wants to. There's been a whole lot of drama and news and leaking and dirt sheetness around that for the last few weeks. Something I try not to pay too much attention to because, I don't think we call them dirt sheets because they're like, anyway, I digress. So that's been sort of in the background. Everybody kind of knows about it. Even the fans who are very smart to what's going on and follow social media definitely know about it. Just this Sunday, I believe it was, we had AEW Double or Nothing, where MJF was in the opening match. I distinctly remember a few people chanting like, he showed up, because they thought he might skip the show and no show it. So there's been a lot of drama there. And today did he open the show? No, I think he was after the opener. Whatever, doesn't matter. Either way, came out, he cut a promo, very angry, yelling at the fans about how he's not appreciated, he's not respected, he's not paid enough. I don't think he said it quite this way, but taking a backseat to some of the ex-WWE guys, venting a lot of frustrations. The crowd was infected by his emotions, let's say. They were very excited too as he was yelling. It's an MJF promo. If you've ever seen the guy talk, he can really cut a promo. He's got good energy, good passion. The content of the promo was a little rough. One of those situations like, well, you can't tell how much of it's real, how much of it's this or that, which is good. But other than that, I watched it. I was like, yep, this is an MJF promo. I'm kind of used to this. I watch the show weekly, so I didn't think too much about it. Other than I don't know how serious he is about maybe leaving or how pissed off he is or what's going on there, but I'm fine not knowing that as well. But you wanted to use some kind of hype off it, so what did you want to say about it?
Well, just wanted to get your opinion of the like promo and how you feel about like, do you think it was real? Do you think it was fake? What's the deal with this like situation? Because you know a lot more about it. Like I know about the contract dispute, and I know he's been unhappy. But I'm wondering, is he really that unhappy? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people I've seen online saying that this is just the greatest work they've ever seen. And that they don't think this is real at all. And I'm not sure how to feel about this. Like, seriously.
A lot of people didn't think the Cody situation was real either. Not that this is the same. Cody didn't seem quite this level of mad or upset. Although maybe he just conducts himself differently. Part of the reason I've not looked too hard at this is, like you said, everybody thinks everything is kind of a work nowadays. So anytime they see anything, they're just like, they're working us. They get kind of obsessed with trying to figure out if they're being quote unquote worked or tricked or however you want to say it. I believe that he is upset about the money thing. Beyond that, I don't quite know how much of it is real, right? Because it's already kind of the case that he, and this is why I say, like, I watch the show week to week. I listen to his promos. He gets away with saying quite a bit weekly, right? Like, he's not really scripted or anything. So he's always kind of like pushing the envelope, let's say, right? So to me, it's like, I'm not sure. It was strange today because he was actually mentioning WWE by name. I think he said the F word, which is a little radical. I don't know. I think some, I guess to answer your question, I do think some of it is real, but I can't really tell to what extent, which I think is good. Some people so we're there. Compared it to like the Punk pipe bomb, which people always do when there's like a big passionate promo nowadays. But I do think it's similar in the sense that, because I remember when I was younger, I saw Punk do that infamous pipe bomb. I really couldn't tell how much of it was real at the time, right? Right. So I think it's similar in that way, where it's like it's kind of skirting the line where I don't know where the true anger begins and the storyline ends there.
Yeah, I'm very curious to know just what's going to be the end results of this whole situation. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because if he stays with them and he gets a new contract, then it's the greatest work of all time. If he actually gets let go, then it's the greatest way of getting yourself fired of all time. Like, seriously. Yeah, it is amazing. It is special, and I'm very curious to see, what turns out to this and see what the reaction is going to be. Because if it's just a work, it's setting up a very interesting run for him. I don't know how it's going to play out, but it does pique my interest to see what they would do with this if it's a work. If it's not a work, then I'm very curious to see how the owner reacts. Like, is he going to get on his Vince McMahon and fucking try to bury this guy as much as possible before letting him go? Or I don't know. It's going to be real interested to see how this goes. So if you're a wrestling fan, please let us know what you think of this whole thing. I really, really appreciate your opinion. All right. Any closing words before we go?
Tony's silence has been kind of interesting. I watched a little bit of the post-scrum thing that they do at the end of their pay-per-views with some of the media sites. And one of the first things somebody asked was like, the MJF situation. He just kind of refused to answer it. Which, given how talky he is always a bit strange when he's unwilling to talk about a thing. Outside of when deals aren't complete yet. He's usually pretty open. So it's always strange when he does that. I would say if they do lose him, to me, that would be a serious loss. And not just because, like he said, he's the second biggest minute to minute or whatever stat he was throwing out there. I do feel like it would be different from when Cody was leaving. Because at the time I was like, well, I like Cody on some level, but his storylines are kind of dumb. His promos are obnoxious. And that's just when he's here. A lot of times he isn't here. So I don't really miss this motherfucker because he's not here anyway. It was kind of a different situation. When Cody left, I didn't really feel any type of way about it. If MJF left, I do think that would be a different problem to deal with.
Yeah.
That to me would be an actual loss. No offense to Cody Rhodes, but to me, MJF losing him would be a far more noticeable loss.
Very much so. Very, very, very much so. So, all right, that'll do it with us. Do it for us, I should say. Geez, I would suck at a promo the way that I'm talking. But yeah, that'll do it for us here. Again, let us know what you think. Appreciate you guys listening, watching, and we will see you next time. All right. Peace.